What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the garage. We have finally thawed out from the great freeze of 2023, and as you saw, we got the bed rug installed, and I'm going to show you a short clip here to explain what we're doing next. You've got the one light, and if you put the tailgate down, you can kind of see something, but it's kind of dark up at the front, and over here on the side you see it gets pitch black. When you open the truck door, you don't really have anything on the ground, so we're going to fix that real quick. So we obviously need to shed some light on this subject, literally, and we're going to start back here in the bed with a set of lights, and then on the side with a set of lights. And if you have an F250 or F350, those side steps, there's a little trick that might save you some time and money. But the kit we are starting with is Amazon, obviously. It's a nightlight kit. It's like 25 bucks ish. I'll throw a link as I do. But again, you've got a switch, fused power, positive, negative, and these adapters that plug in to 3 sets of strip lights. They have the little adapter right there that plugs in right there. Now this one right here is supposed to go in line. So you're supposed to have one there, and one there. But since I have the bed rug and a carpeted top, there's nowhere up front to really stick this. It comes with 3M tape. There's nowhere to stick it. So I'm just going to do one down that side, one down that side, and see how we like it. And I'm actually going to wire it here into the topper switch. That way when I hit the upfitter to turn the light on that's up here, it'll actually just come on all the lights at one time. So we're going to do this kit first, and then I'll show you the kit over there on the side for some side steps and explain why those are so important. But I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to take that one out and get these peeled and stuck down the sides, wired up, and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so quick story time. We'll show you the completed project. But I've been married for 25 years, and I had been married for 2 years. I was on my first deployment, and we were in Turkey, and we were doing marine things. And as we're going back to the ship to get ready to leave Turkey, a thought occurs to me. I didn't buy anything for my wife while I was in Turkey. And if you're ever in trouble and forget your wife, the key is always jewelry. You can never go wrong with jewelry. So I ran into this shop in Turkey, and the guy said, "What can I get for you?" I said, "Give me something cheap." He said, "My friend, we don't say cheap, we say affordable." So if in my videos I say cheap, they're not cheap, they're affordable. But this affordable upgrade, because I don't want it to look cheap, is in. And now I have plenty of light. And I know I said I wasn't, but I went ahead and put the ones across the front. The 3M tape seems to have stuck to the fabric, but because it's all plug and play, if for some reason I don't like it or comes unstuck, I just have one little connection up there and it comes right out. I got everything tucked in here. It does have its own switch that I did wire in there, but it's wired up into the topper, so if I just ever needed to take the topper off, just unhook it and all this wiring comes in. But now we have lights in the back of the truck. So now to the next thing, as I showed you in the darkness video, when you open the truck door, you have no light on the ground. Now, I'm not trying to put 6 and 8 foot and changing and all that, but basically when I'm hunting and I open this door, there's nothing in the woods that doesn't want to poke you, stick you, cut you, hurt you. So I just want some light so that I can see what's going on underneath the truck when I go to get out. So, got a little format there. I picked up a pair, 2 of them. They were 12 bucks a piece of these LED strips, but these are waterproof. They are submersible because they are marine grade. You can see they actually have the red 3M tape. I have a little trick that I'm going to show you on that. And also, I have these radio connectors. Now, why would I need radio connectors? Well, if you have an F250, F350, they all have the same wiring harness, right? So if you look back here underneath the step, you will see that connector right there. Now, it's just a dummy from the factory because I think that's for like your power steps if you were to have a Lariat package or something like that. So these harnesses that I have here will actually plug into those and give me light power for these when the door is open. So now, again, not a plug, but I have some solder connectors, 8 grommets in case I have to drill through, heat shrink, and a heat gun. These are just having these for like, I think these are 5, all of these were less than 10 bucks a piece. These might have been 11, but these are the kind of connectors that I like to use, especially if you're talking about water, because they heat shrink and solder. You've seen them, Selection. Just having something like that in your tool chest It's so helpful. So now we're gonna get on to this affordable upgrade so that I can see what I'm stepping on when I get out of the truck. Let me show you how it goes. All right, so welcome to under the truck. And as you can see, I'm right here where the doors beat. And I've cleaned off an area. You can't really see it right there. I don't want to touch it because I cleaned it. Isopropyl alcohol, I got that good and clean. I know that I held up my light here. Again, I bought a 2-footer. I'm not trying to light the world. I'm just trying to see. And it comes back to about right here. And my jumper is right there. So I need about a 2-foot piece of wire that I will run over here and down to that. So I'm going to take these, both of these, they said they come wired. So I'm going to take those and I'm going to go add me about a 12-inch jumper and then connect it up. So you can see all when we get ready to put it in. Let me show you these wiring things too. All right, so I had some wire left over from the bed topper and then the lights. And so what I did is I said I use these. Just love these things that they heat shrink and they have the solder in the middle. So you just put the wires in and you use your heat gun and it melts the solder and melts it. Now I've got a piece of shrink wrap that I'm gonna put over that whole connection because again it's exposed to the weather. And then I'm gonna do the same thing connecting the amplifiers to the other end, and then we'll get the lights hooked up. So let's get a couple more of this electrical stuff done, and I'll meet you under the truck. And just like that, everything's wired up, everything's soldered, heat shrinked, ready to go on the truck. Let's get underneath, get this done, because I still have a whole other side to do. Friendly Ford PSA reminder: when you're using this stereo harness, don't make the mistake I did, so you have to do it twice. White is your ground, black is your power.
You just got jammed.
Red, that always throws me for a loop. It shouldn't be that hard, but just make sure you got your black and your red or you'll be doing it again. All right, driver side's on, better go passenger side on, we'll show you the completed product. Alrighty guys, and just like that, we got our 2-foot strip of lights. One bonus tip that I will tell you is that's that good 3M submersible adhesive. I put, down at the end, in the middle, and at the back, just a dab of super glue. And it wires over, and it's plugged right in there using that music harness. So wire harness for the speaker, but again, I've got some wires and stuff down here you can see, but I have so much more wiring to do. I'll tuck all that away when we're done. So I'll come back and complete this once it's a little darker, but you can see. Well, there they are. As soon as you open the door, factory wiring connection. So I'll show you all this when it's all done, but I'm super happy with how all this has turned out. All right, just like that, we are done. And try to let it get as dark as I could. So open the door. Now you got some light down here so you can see what you got going on. And I'll flip my switch on. And they said those will stay on as long as your running lights stay on. So you can kind of see what you got going on. And you go in the back, well, you got plenty of light. So now I can see everything I need to. So we've shed some light on the situation. God bless. Let's get rolling.